Continental Scandinavian languages. Insular Nordic languages. The North Germanic languages make up one of the three branches of the Germanic languages, a subfamily of the Indo-European languages, along with the West Germanic languages and the extinct East Germanic languages. The language group is also referred to as the Nordic languages, a direct translation of the most common term used among Danish, Faroese, Icelandic, Norwegian, and Swedish scholars and laypeople. In Scandinavia, the term Scandinavian languages refers specifically to the mutually intelligible modern languages of the three continental Scandinavian countries and is thus used in a more narrow sense as a subset of the Nordic languages, leaving aside the insular subset of Faroese and Icelandic. Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish are also referred to as continental Nordic languages, while Faroese and Icelandic are grouped together as insular Nordic languages. In scholarly literature in English, the term Scandinavian is also sometimes used synonymously with Nordic, North Germanic, languages when discussing the languages in a genetic perspective. The term Scandinavian arose in the 18th century as a result of the early linguistic and cultural Scandinavist movement, referring to the people, cultures, and languages of the three Scandinavian countries and stressing their common heritage. The term North Germanic languages is used in comparative linguistics, too, whereas the term Scandinavian languages appears in studies of the modern standard languages and the dialect continuum of Scandinavia. 3-4. Approximately 20 million people in the Nordic countries speak a Scandinavian language as their native language, 5, including an approximately 5% minority in Finland. Languages belonging to the North Germanic language tree are also commonly spoken on Greenland and, to a lesser extent, by immigrants in North America. The modern languages and their dialects in this group are. The Germanic languages are traditionally divided into three groups: West, East, and North Germanic. 8. Their exact relation is difficult to determine from the sparse evidence of runic inscriptions, and they remained mutually intelligible to some degree during the migration period, so that some individual varieties are difficult to classify. Dialects with the features assigned to the northern group formed from the Proto-Germanic language in the late pre-Roman Iron Age in northern Europe. Eventually, around the year 200 AD, speakers of the North Germanic branch became distinguishable from the other Germanic language speakers. The early development of this language branch is attested through runic inscriptions. The North Germanic group is characterized by a number of phonological and morphological innovations shared with West Germanic. Some have argued that after East Germanic broke off from the group, the remaining Germanic languages, the Northwest Germanic languages, divided into four main dialects, 10, North Germanic, and the three groups conventionally called West Germanic, namely. Inability of the tree model to explain the existence of some features in the West Germanic languages stimulated the development of an alternative, the so-called wave model. Under this view, the properties that the West Germanic languages have in common separate from the North Germanic languages are not inherited from a Proto-West Germanic language, but rather spread by language contact among the Germanic languages spoken in Central Europe, not reaching those spoken in Scandinavia.